Still sorting out our internal problems, stay away until we resolve them.
The last month has produced a string of encouraging news items about cancer. First, there was a drug said to prevent breast cancer. Then there was the isolation by a team in Dundee of the single gene which holds the key to lung cancer. And most recently, the discovery of a combination of drugs which apparently eradicates all sorts of cancers, though so far only in mice. So is the long-running war against cancer really about to be won? Andrea Catherwood reports.
5 years ago, Leslie Abelson was told he wouldn't be here watching cricket today. He was diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer. He was lucky enough to join a clinical trial testing a new cocktail of radio and chemotherapy. It worked, and he's healthy and enjoying life. He has a mixed response to news of cancer breakthroughs.
On the one hand, of course, I am overjoyed for the future of people who suffer as perhaps or contract the disease as I did. But I also feel a note of caution has to be involved because it's so far down the road, and we've all been there so many times of reading in the paper that these things are going to happen, and unfortunately we discover that they don't.
The reason for the current excitement is what scientists are calling a revolution from the lab, the ability to find individual genes which may cause or cure cancer. Around £150 million a year is being poured into research to fight cancer. In recent weeks, that research has led to talk of breakthroughs. So are we really on the brink of finding a cure for the disease that causes 1 in 4 deaths in Britain?
There's no miracle cure, but we're at a time now of great optimism because of many new discoveries in the lab, which we need to translate through into clinical application. So I think there is great cause for optimism, but we can't talk about cures because the trials haven't been done yet in patients.
Only 1 in 10 apparent successes at lab stage ends up being used to help cancer patients. But every discovery fuels momentum among scientists looking for new treatments, and today the pace of research is faster than ever. Nowhere is this more evident than here in Dundee, dubbed Discovery City. For some time, its elite research team has broken ground in the fight against cancer. In the last few years, that's attracted 1,500 scientists to the city. One of the most prominent is Professor Roland Wolf, who's recently found the gene that may protect against smoking-related cancers. His 90-strong team raced to publish their results, which could mean big business for drug companies. But he counters criticism that research teams worldwide competing to find a cure is a waste of resources.
Competition for many scientists feeds their motivation, and the desire to know and to do things before others is a very high, serious motivating force.
Professor Wolf has no doubt that force will dramatically increase our ability to fight cancer in the longer term.
I think we're on an exponential curve at the moment in terms of discovering new treatments and bringing new treatments into the clinic. And certainly we are talking in 10, 20 years' time where there will be major breakthroughs in the treatment of this disease.
But today's cancer patients won't benefit from these recent discoveries.
Obviously, people who have had treatment and are not in the fortunate 40% who are cured are beginning to get more desperate. It's not always easy getting the hype out of the way and saying, look, this is really quite exciting. It's the result of a lot of investment in cancer research, but it's going to be another 2 or 3 years yet, and you know, it might go wrong.
Cancer patients are now twice as likely to survive as they were in the 1970s. There may not be a magic pill, but the hope is that the breakthroughs in the lab today will lead to cancer cures for the future.